So about the police station,
There's
were there any other amendments to it?
Well, there were some corrections in the worksheets. Some errors that resulted in negative numbers where we should have negative numbers.
But we're not adopting like the policies in here, right? Because Mike had suggested some, I don't know what.
Well, the policies are in place,
Okay.
so it'd be separate.
So you could say pending
It's really the three
staff, any staff corrections based
Well,
on.
as far as policies go, that would be future actions.
Right.
That'd be future.
But as far as the negative numbers or
Right,
the
the errors.
police building correction, I mean, those are two that we,
Sure.
you know,
Right.
that staff can go back and change. So if you want to add pending,
Pending the correction of errors,
Staff
staff
revision.
due to errors,
And the police one on the changing the 1.5 to
Yeah,
900, 600.
and accurate representation of the numbers that are in tandem with the rest of the reporting.
Well, and I had one other question about the lights. If we're adopting the schedule here, you know, as presented.
Well, let's get a second. Okay, discussion.
So for the, we didn't talk about the street lights, the red light replacement. We say we're gonna end up saving $50,000 a year in electricity. Why are we not, what's the benefit of not doing that project sooner? We did,
Was the answer?
but Chris just pushed it off because we needed borrowing capacity, I guess, for the debt service, balance the budget.
we had a question about staff or the street lighting
Sure.
for LEDs.
Mm-hmm.
As far as why that's being pushed off, when if we do it now, we could get some savings in electricity costs.
I guess two primary reasons. One is that, we've had that conversation before, and to be very candid, it never came across as a strong, that the board was making a strong push for that project. We have been talking about it for, almost 10 years. We can certainly just timetable on that. And the second is, we've been doing some exploring about doing that under a performance contract type of scenario. And that'll take a little bit of, a little bit of staff time to put into that.
And we need proof that a performance contract works.
There's that also.
That was a project that a previous, I
I
think,
don't
trustee
trust the performance contract.
Trustee Nation.
pushed a little earlier a while ago, and I think it's one of the projects that we've kind of pushed back in the plan a few years. Is that right, Leanne?
Right, I think there was interest shown by trustees, but I never personally got the sense that it was in the upper third of the priority list. But if that is an incorrect read on my part, we can certainly make that adjustment.
Do you have an idea of the savings, the electrical savings?
After
The
12 years,
capital
it
cost.
pays for itself, right? It's 50,000.
Well,
This is a new proposal, it says all the lights are replaced at once.
I have
It
no
would
idea.
save about 50K, or that's what this was.
Yeah, I would also probably, and Leanne, you can speak to this obviously better than I can, but considering the projects that we already have, DPW taking the lead on coordinating for 18 and 19, that would probably be something that, based on their workload, that we wouldn't even want to visit until 2020 as well. So I think that's one of the other reasons as well. But I think what we can do when it comes to next time around, do some of that analysis perhaps, and bring that to the board.
Yeah, I would think that when
And
we
we
look
can,
at 2020.
instead of
we
keeping,
can
pushing
consider-
it back, we can keep that at 2020 as a prime goal.
Yeah, if you put it in 2019, the planning would have to be good, done in 2018,
Right.
when you're in the midst of Wilson.
Right.
And especially if you're looking at the
It's just not-
possibility of a performance contract.
Yeah. Like I said, that's one possibility we're
So we can
exploring.
do our best to keep that at 2020, but I think, by this conversation, it kind of lets us know as staff that we can do some of that analysis and try to prepare.
Any other discussion?
I just want to point out that, that what we're saying in this plan is a tax increase of 4.7% from 18 to 17, and I know that's just kind of the numbers and how everything's set in, so I'm hoping this doesn't mean that the village manager and finance director are gonna come to us with a budget, a proposed
It's
budget.
never happened that way historically. that they-
But that's what is in this plan, so I just want to clarify that, or ask, are you planning to come with a proposed budget as reflected in this plan of a 4.7% tax increase?
No, the numbers in here are just raw,
Village manager.
managed, reflecting a large portion of that has to do with the debt service and what the board ultimately decides to do for debt service compared to last year versus next year.
Debt service stabilization, you mean?
And moving on, correct.
Okay.
So,
I just wanted to clarify that.
it would not be our intention to bring anything of that magnitude to the board without significant alternatives to change that number.
I just, two things we didn't address, was alleys, there was two levels of funding presented in the plan. I'm assuming because the main chart said 750, we're okay with that, I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure there were two in there, and I didn't know which one we're settling on. And then the second thing is,
Well, I mean, right now we're settling on 750 every other year.
that's good.
She's just mentioning that I also had 500,000
Yeah, no.
funding as an alternative.
Yeah, so I just
So
wanted
that would be the plan that you'd be adopting right now, is 750.
750, okay. And then the second thing was, for like garbage trucks or big equipment like that, do we usually put them in long-range planning, or does that just come out of the general small capital?
That's out of the general small capital. There's a special provision for refuse equipment that allows us to borrow for that. That does not
I just
apply
remember
to.
in here one time, and the refuse trucks were in here. Anyhow, I would like to, for this year's budget, just explore purchasing for $220,000 in snow melter. So I don't know where that would fall in here. It will be something that I'd like to propose. I just wanted to give you a heads up because you always like to have things up.
Sure, that'd be pretty easy to integrate into our budget presentation.
You would want to know what the carbon footprint of it is? But those are discussion points.
So will the Wilson Drive engineers on the snow removal? Well, you're going to do the design here shortly from here. So I'm thinking the snow storage question. By the time we get to budget, or are you going to have some alternatives, or?
At this point, I don't have any alternatives for you. The county basically said,
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
Said no to what?
Storage.
no to utilizing any areas of Estabrook for snow storage.
Ashbrook Park.
Mhm.
Sure. I mean,
Okay, any other comments?
I said snow.
We have a,
Yeah, I just, since that was kind of this trigger point or flashpoint in the, I'm confused of what, are we gonna have a conversation about snow removal as part of the budget this year? And is there a way to piece that out so that doesn't, there's just some presentation? I don't know how these things are gonna come together, if they need to.
If the direction is that Wilson Drive is not to be used for snow storage going forward, there will be budgetary implications.
But didn't you?
We
ask
did
the
request
question?
last time.
Yes, and
Yeah.
so, if we're not pursuing getting alternatives, and then.
I didn't say we weren't pursuing getting alternatives. I said to this point, I have none to offer you. And that doesn't mean I'm not pursuing them. That means they're all been dead ends.
I'm just saying the snow melter is one option that we don't want to just forego if we needed a placeholder.
I think on the snow issue, my feeling is that sometimes we get turned around between what's a policy issue that the board should rightfully have an opinion on and be giving input on, and versus what is a operational issue, which the board really should not. So I think there's a policy issue, as you indicated, that previous boards had given you direction to move snow from other parts of the village to Wilson Drive.
Right.
I think that's a policy
Mhm,
issue.
I agree.
Rather than us asking the consultants to come forward with, I think it's up to us to discuss it as a policy issue and give that input to you and the consultants in understanding operational and budgetary impacts of those policy decisions. So,
Sure.
so I see it as a policy issue that needs to be discussed and resolved prior to a final design for Wilson Drive.
Could we discuss, do we discuss that as a board then, to order that, or maybe at the next meeting?
I thought Paul mentioned it at the last.
Yeah, I
meeting.
just don't know what are you projecting as a process here?
Well,
Or what are you anticipating?
I appreciate the fact that we separate operational issues from policy issues, but from a policy standpoint, I'm hard pressed to make any changes to a policy on snow storage unless I know what the operational options are for
Right.
managing it. And staff is currently pursuing those, and once we're armed with those, I think we can both make both
Mhm.
policy decisions and budgetary / operational. But
So what's the timeframe of that, and how is it going to line up with our budget discussions? Or is it not? I mean, and if we're having a vote on prioritizing that, then I want to know that that's what we're doing. Because I heard Ms. Samantha making a recommendation, or, sort of directing comments to the department head, but it seems like if that's a discussion that we need to have to give direction as a full board, is that, I just wanted to
trying to clarify what
No, you
is
don't
the
need to
policy
defend
discussion
it.
versus, well,
Right.
I do need to defend it because you are accusing me of talking to someone instead of talking to the board, and that's not what I was doing, so I do need to defend it.
I just read on the agenda here, so we appropriately agenda.
Let's take a team approach here and say, and if you could do that without rolling your eyes, I would really appreciate it. I would like to understand what decisions that we're making and what direction either Public Works or staff needs, because I haven't been in these meetings, or as far as those, and I understand that it's come up, and I'm just happy to discuss that, and I would like the opportunity if we need that opportunity. If we don't, that's fine, but I was just confused about what was happening. And I apologize if I offended you or made you feel confused of anything.
I think perhaps we can't make any decisions on even what or when until we know what we're going to find out and when we're going to find out from the work that staff is doing. And maybe one thing will be to put a placeholder in budget for doing snow melting, but then that includes all of our policy decisions. But I think at this point, at least from my perspective, I'm okay saying, I think we all agree we need to have some decisions, both from a policy perspective and an operational perspective. But I think, from my perspective, I'm okay saying let's continue on the path we are, which is getting more operational / option information.
So that'll come, so just to clarify, that'll, process-wise, that'll come to Public Works, right? And then there would be some type of report to the full board.
Yeah, and if it has immediate budget implications, and if there are options that
Right.
both have immediate, I think we kind of want,
And that-
I sense there's an interest,
Right.
the same interest in mine in doing something different and doing it as soon as possible.
Right, so then that could come into the budget committee meetings, the finance committee meetings,
So we would
because it would jump.
At Public Works in the next meeting, in order to make that schedule work, we have to have some discussions for next Public Works.
So when you can determine how that would
Well,
work and if it's ready.
if we're waiting for staff to get us some type of information, then I guess,
If I could just make the recommendation so we could just get back to the motion. Let's staff talk about that tomorrow, and I will do my part. I'll send you all an email as far as in the next month on this policy discussion, what that will look like between you as a board and us staff, especially when it comes to how it fits in with the budget. especially with the budget meetings coming up at the end of September, and we have 2 board meetings prior to that. I think we can kind of lay out a schedule what that would look like for you, okay?
Fantastic.
So if we can get back to the
Okay,
motion.
but just saying that, the design is gonna be done by January, it'll be done, Wilson Drive. And we're designing around the snow, so we're not,
No,
we'll
no,
be-
no, it's not, no.
That's,
I'm just saying, that's why I wanna put a place, because the road will be done, by 2018. And so I was suggesting, and I didn't know the best method, of putting a placeholder for one of the alternatives, so we don't lose out on that option. Even if we don't like it.
we don't know what it is. I'm going to call the question.
Yes, call the question.
All in favor of the motion as stated?
Can I hear what the motion is again?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we had a motion and a second to approve the adoption of the long-range financial plan as presented pending staff revisions to numbers as discussed during the meeting.